Bryant Park. This is such a delight to be here. It's so amazing to do yoga together in New York City, in the heart of New York City. We have a couple sponsors that we should name because of them, we're all here. Essential Costa Rica, presenting sponsor. Marival Berkshire's Resort and Spa. Lifeway and Pop Sugar. All right, thank you, sponsors. So settle on in and let's practice.
We have a few assistants. If you do not want to be touched, just say no when they come towards you, okay? They'll take that very good, not personal. We have Maureen, Sophie, and Martin. They'll be running around. Oh, all right. If you want extra assists, raise your hand. All righty. Close your eyes. So with your eyes closed, just feel the pulse, the heartbeat, the breath of Manhattan. And then feel the breath, the heartbeat of Bryant Park. And tapping into all of the yogis on their mats in the middle of Bryant Park, in the middle of New York City, that have gathered in peace. And then dive into your own breath and your own heartbeat. And listen. Coming into the essence, the stillness, while still receiving the pulse, the heart of the people on their mats of Bryant Park, of the city and beyond. Realizing that connection to all. Watch your breath. Listen to your heart. Gather your hands in front of your heart. Bow your head. Right, so at this point of a yoga class, we like to do something that's called dedication. So you dedicate your practice, right? And you can dedicate it to whoever or whatever you want, but it turns this hour together into one of service, into one of a giving, a gift, a prayer for peace. Rather than sometimes we say we'll make an intention, but that's sort of, I plan to do something in the future. I intend, whether that comes to fruition or doesn't, but this makes it selfless service. And we'll chant Om 3 times, just sending out this idea of love and peace and non-judgment and connection into the world. Inhale. Don't open your eyes yet. Take your hands and place them palm face down, connection to the earth. Open your eyes halfway and receive. Like, wow, there's light, there's sound, there's shape, there's texture, there's humans, there's beauty. And then open your eyes the rest of the way. Straighten out your legs. Come onto your fingertips and press your legs into the earth. Feel like you're trying to spread the backs of the legs and push the front of the legs into the backs of the legs. And cross your right shin in front of your left. Reach your arms up. And go ahead and, we usually say, I guess apple pick. It's the big apple. So we can apple pick. And take your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind. Now reach through your feet and pull your legs up into your pelvis. Keep your left arm straight, but drop your left ear and your left shoulder to your left knee. Now swing your right arm up and overhead and turn and look up at the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, come up. Take your right fingertips to the ground and take your left arm up and overhead. Breathe into the left side of your body. Keep your feet active. Keep your legs alive. Inhale, come up. Spread your knees wide, Baddha Konasana. Pick up your hips, scoot them a little further forward. This is so beautiful to look out and see this. Good. And do a back bend and a forward bend, what we call cat-cow. Inhale into the back bend and exhale into the hunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And lean back on your hands. Draw your knees together. Cross your left shin in front of your right and set your feet down. And reach your arms up. Again, lean to the right, lean to the left. Let your jaw hang. No intention, just being. Take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind, and turn. Elbows wide, chin and chest lifts, legs engaged. Straighten your right arm, let your whole torso just flop to the right. And take your left arm up and overhead. And see if you can make a back bend shape by rocking to the front of those bones that you sit on and moving your chin and chest into a back bend, and then turn and look underneath your left arm. Inhale, come up. Soles of your feet together. Pick up your hips, scoot them forward. And again, cat-cow. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, hunch. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hunch. Now lean back, grab a hold of your knees, and then spread your leg wide. Take your right elbow to your right thigh, and your left hand behind your head. And maybe you can slide this right arm a little further down the leg, and look underneath your left armpit. Rock to the front of the sit bone. So again, we're opening the front body in these first few poses and lengthening the side bodies and smiling and relaxing the bones of our face even. And inhale, come up. Take the left arm to the left thigh, right hand behind your head. Slide the left arm a little further. Look underneath your right arm. Now, even though all the action is happening on the left, reach the right leg long, ground the right leg, and turn. Move your head into your hand. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Inhale, come up. Grab a hold of your inner knees, Baddha Konasana. Staff pose. Cross your right shin in front of your left. Reach your arms straight out. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Lift your chin in your chest. Right? This seems like just such a happy pose. Like, wow. And then take your right arm underneath your left arm. If you can double wrap, double wrap. Inhale, lift the neck, head, chin, and chest. Turn your elbows to the right and your nose to the left. Come back up, turn your elbows to the left and your nose to the right. Come back up, spread your arms wide, turn the palms to face the ceiling, lift the sky, and left arm underneath right arm. Lift the elbows. Turn the chest and the arms to the left, and then glide your head back to the right. Come back to center, the arms to the right, and the head to the left. Come back to center, unwind the arms, cobbler's pose. Staff pose. Cross your shins, pull through, come into a downward facing dog. Okay, and pedal out your legs. Bend one knee, straighten the other, bend the other like you're walking in place. Sort of exploring the backs of your legs, releasing the hamstrings. Place your knees to the ground and lie down on your bellies. And then come into TV watching pose, like you're watching TV. Prop yourself up on your elbows. Walk your elbows a little further forward. And then stick your butt in the air a little bit to get a little bit more of the back bend shape. Beautiful. Move back to your hands and knees. Reach your right arm straight up, look at it. And slide your right arm underneath your left arm and hit your right. Good, you're on your left fingers, and it's almost like you're gonna scoot the right side of your back with the bottom arm, with the right arm. Keep your toes merging with the earth. Come back onto your hands and knees. Change sides, lift your left arm, turn and look at it. Slide your left arm underneath your right arm. Left cheek comes to the floor, prop yourself up, make a tent out of your right fingers. Keep connecting the feet down, the toenails pressed down, and turn and look to the right. Come back to your hands and knees, tuck your toes underneath, downward facing dog. Okay, now keep pedaling out your legs, but the next time your right knee is bent, set it on the mat. And then roll to the inside of the left foot and reach your left arm straight up to the ceiling, to the sky. Take your left arm up and overhead now and look underneath your left armpit. Breathing in and breathing out. Right, still feel the beginning meditation. Still feel the pulse of the city, of the park, of the people, of yourself. That connection. Come back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath, downward facing dog. The next time your left knee bends, place it to the mat. Roll to the inside of your right foot, reach your right arm up, and then take that right arm up and overhead. And turn and look up underneath the right armpit. Now breathe into the right side seam of the body, but also breathe into the upper chest. Come onto your hands and knees. Toes underneath, downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward till they're right in between your hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your arms. Utkatasana. Come to stand. Separate your feet about 3 inches away from each other. Reach your arms up, grab your right wrist, and bend to the left. Look underneath your right armpit. Now stamp your right heel down. Inhale, come up. Grab the other wrist and bend to the right. Press your left heel down. Beautiful. Move your chin and chest into a back bend. Receive the breath, don't take it. And inhale, come all the way up. Release your arms. Step your feet together. Bend your knees, touch your fingertips to the ground, reach your arms up to a chair pose. Exhale, fold forward to a standing forward bend. Bend your knees, look forward, step your right foot back. Place the knee to the ground and come onto your fingertips. Now see if you can bend your front knee a little bit more deeply. Gather the elbows and pull your chin and chest forward. Tuck your right toes underneath, downward dog split with your left leg high up into the air. Bend your left knee, take the heel to the butt, open the hip. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into something called pigeon ikapada. You're gonna take that left knee and place it right on the inside of the left wrist. That's it. Slide your back leg longer. Come on to your fingertips. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And just have a moment of feeling where you are. But the main thing I want you to feel is the equanimity, evenness. So even that there's no more story. So even that you're not being pushed and pulled. So even that there's no creases in your back. Tuck your right toes underneath, downward dog split with that left leg back up into the air. Set your left all the way forward between your hands. Plant your right heel and spiral up to a warrior two. Slide your right arm down the right leg, left arm up and overhead. Circle your hands around, step to a plank position. Bend your elbows lower to the mat. Point your toes, slide forward and up into a cobra position. Just get longer. And move back to downward facing dog. And inhale, bend your knees and take a few little hops forward. Walk the rest of the way. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, lift your arms, chair pose. Come up to stand. Release your arms. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Fold your right leg deeply. Open it out to the side. Eye up the left thigh as you can. And then reach your arms up. Steady your gaze. Soften your face. Easy tongue, easy lips, easy teeth. Gather your hands back in front of your heart. Hug your knee back into the chest. Straighten the leg and set the foot down. Let's go straight to the other side. Bend your left knee, fold the leg deeply, put it out to the side. Gather your hands, reach your arms up. Now, if that foot goes nowhere near the inner thigh, and balance is an issue, just take the heel to the ankle. No big deal. Breathing in and breathing out. Gather your hands, draw the knee into your chest, hands to hips, straighten the leg, and set the foot down. Bend your knees, tap the fingertips to the ground, reach your arms into a chair pose. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bend your knees, look forward, step your left foot back. Place the knee to the mat. Come onto your fingertips. Gather the elbows, drag your chin and chest forward and up. Downward dog split with your right leg high up into the air. Bend your right knee, heel all the way to the butt. And then open it up, look underneath your right armpit. Square off the hips, come up onto your left tippy toes, exhale the knee on the inside of your right wrist. Come onto your fingertips, slide your back leg longer, close your eyes, and what are we looking for? Nothing. We're looking for evenness. We're not even looking for our identity or our personality, it's just, that's a relief. Not being pushed or pulled. Not needing to prove. Tuck your left toes underneath, downward dog split with your right leg back up into the air. And step your right foot forward between your hands. Plant the back heel, spiral up, warrior two. Take your right elbow to your right thigh, left arm up and over the ear, just for fun. Circle your hands around, step to plank position. Bend your elbows to a push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Take as many hops forward as you need. Bend your knees, lift your arms, chair pose. Come up to stand and release your arms. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab a hold of the foot. Move your thigh back. Lift your left arm up. Keep moving the thigh back. Lift your chest and lean forward. Inhale, come up. Stand on 2 feet. Tadasana, mountain pose. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab a hold of the foot. Reach your right arm up. Move the left thigh back, lift it up, and hinge forward. Lift the back thigh. Now, if you know where your tailbone is, pretend like there's a little golden angel that's pulling that tailbone down into the earth. Inhale, come up, and stand on 2 feet. Bend your knees, fingertips to the ground, chair pose. Fold forward, standing forward bend. Bend your knees, look forward, step your right foot back. Place the knee to the mat. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand and catch a hold of the foot. Draw the heel to the butt and look over your left shoulder. Chin and chest into a back bend. And plank position. Push-up position. Upward dog. Downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Step or jump your feet forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take your hands to the ground. Step your left foot back. Place the knee to the mat. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. Catch a hold of the foot. Draw the heel to the butt. Lean back. Turn. Look up at the sky. Soften your jaw. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank position. Bend your elbows to a push-up. Roll to the tops of the feet, lift the thighs, move the chin and chest forward and up, and downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, let your head go. Use your legs more strongly. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump your feet forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, lift your arms. Utkatasana. Come to stand and release your arms. You guys are amazing. So I didn't ever think that we'd be doing jump backs, but because you're so capable, you might as well do that. It'd be a shame not to, okay? Bend your knee, fingertips to the ground, reach your arms, chair pose. Fold forward, standing forward bend. Bend your knees, look forward, shift some weight onto your hands, and then just little hops or one big hop back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg into the air. Set your right foot forward between your hands. Plant your back heel. Reach your arms up to a warrior one. Turn your palms to face out, just like we started. Turn your palms to face out and be like, wow, this is glorious. Open the chest. Come to stand. Turn your feet parallel. So facing 40th Street. Reach your arms parallel to the ground. Turn your right toes in 15 degrees, your left toes out 90 degrees. Inhale, exhale, triangle pose to the back of your mat. Triangle pose to the back of your mat. That's it. Open the chest. Put a little bit more grounding in the right heel. Come all the way up to stand. Turn your feet parallel. Left toes in 15 degrees, right toes out 90 degrees. Okay, we're going to turn what we just did into a balance pose, into Ardha Chandrasana. So from triangle pose, you're going to take your right hand forward into the right and lift your left leg into the air. And since you're there, Bend the top knee, reach back with the top hand and catch a hold of the foot. And then move the thigh back, open the chest, beautiful, and step back. Come all the way up to stand, turn your feet parallel, jump your feet together, come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, bend your knees, fingertips to the ground, Utkatasana. Exhale, swan dive forward. Okay, now there's no need to really jump back, right? It's not a big deal, kind of fun. Bend your knees, look forward, look all the way forward. Bend your knees a little bit more, almost like you're gonna go into a squat. And then shift weight forward onto your hands, and then either hop back or step back or jump back. Meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg into the air. Set your left foot forward, plant your right heel, reach your arms, warrior one, and then reach them out to the side. Literally feel like you're gonna dial the arms, like you have beautiful stars on your hands. You're gonna present back to the sky. Just like, yes. And straighten both legs. Turn your feet parallel. Turn your left toes in, your right toes out. Triangle pose facing the back of your mat. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, two things here that are very important. That's the grounding of the back leg, and then the chin and chest moving into the back bend. Let's make those the two focus here. Press your left big toe mound down and come all the way up to stand. You know where we're going. Right toes in, left toes out. Triangle pose. And then take your left hand forward into the left. Lift your right leg into the air. And then if it's possible, bend your right knee, reach back with the right hand, catch a hold of the foot, and then open it up into a pose called Chapasana. Beautiful. And lower down. Walk back to the front of your mat. Gather your hands in front of your heart. Remember, you gave this as a gift. You gave this as a gift. Feel your feet in the earth. Feel your heart in your hands. Feel your brain soft and malleable. Bow your head to your heart. We'll chant one more Om here before I pass the mic to Rodney. Feel how you feel. Inhale.
Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel your feet on the earth and the crown of your head to the apex of the sky. As you inhale, reach your arms out to the side. As you exhale, palms together over the chest. As you inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Swan dive forward, standing forward. Bend your legs, slide your chin and your chest forward. Left foot back to a lunge. In the lunge, make the back leg help you inhale. Let the fold of the front leg and the pull of the front leg help you exhale. Bring your left knee to the outside of your right ankle and sit down to Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hug onto your right leg with your left hand. Right hand behind you. Wait. Notice your breath. Notice your contact with the earth. And on your next exhalation, turn a little bit more. Feel the talons of your feet root into the earth, the tailbone root into the earth. And on your next exhalation, turn from your navel more into the twist. Come back to center. Take your right leg, the top leg, and reach it around Ekapada Raja Kapotasana lunge. On the exhalation, forward fold over the front leg. Reach the back leg on the inhale and feel more of the external rotation and the folding of the front leg on the exhale. From that external rotation, feel the navel hollow to the spine and complete the exhalation. Tuck the right toes under, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Let your legs pull in the inhale. Let your arms extend on the exhales. Let your legs pull on the inhale, and as your arms extend on the exhale, lengthen the waist. So the waist gets more hollow from the pelvis moving with the legs and the chest moving with the arms. Inhale, left leg into the air. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands. Be on your fingertips, feel the lunge, and feel the tailbone between the reach of the back leg and the bending of the front leg. Take the right knee to the outside of the left heel, turn to the left. Wait for a moment. Feel where you are. You're in Bryant Park. You're with 1,000 people doing Ardha Matsyendrasana 1. Feel the communal breath. Like Colleen said, the pulse of the city. On your next exhalation, turn the navel more to the left. On your inhale, root your feet and your tailbone down and soar the parachute at the chest, and then on the exhale, turn more. Come back towards center, bring the left leg around into Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon lunge. Fold forward over the front leg. Keep reaching the back leg as you inhale. And to reach the back leg more, even push the arms down and forward. As you exhale, coil the front leg more and feel like it hooks the tailbone towards the center of the earth. Feel the inhale and the exhale. Fill the whole body up. Empty the entire mind body of breath. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Tap the knees down. Cross your shins. Come into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Baddha means bound, to bind. Kona means angle, to bind the knee joint into a deep fold. Put your hands behind your hips. Instead of going into a back bend or a forward bend, see how much you can lengthen the waist. So make your waist long, root your hip down, rise the chest up. And then on your exhalation, you're going to turn that way to the right. Bring your left leg over your right and do Bharavajasana twist. On your inhale, bring the heaven to the earth. Really draw the breath down into the earth. On your exhale, lengthen and turn. Inhale and root. Exhale and turn. Come back to cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. Same thing, let your inhalation root your tailbone. Let your exhalation float the heart chakra. In Tibetan Buddhism, there's 2 areas to feed energy, your heart chakra and the crown chakra. Those are the lotus blossoms of the plant of the body. So you're feeding those blossoms with the power of the legs, the power of the arms, and the channel of the central torso. Good, take your right leg over your left and begin to turn to your left. Bharavajasana twist, like a spiral staircase to heaven. Feel like you're moving all the way from the root of the tailbone to the crown of the head, and then as you turn, you're even squeezing along that center line, the central axis. Come back to center, Baddha Konasana. Pick up the knees, Dandasana, pose of the staff, very important pose. Hands flat into the earth. Lengthen the waist, slather your legs into the earth. Bend the right knee into your chest. As you bend the right knee into your chest, turn to the right. You guys will be going that way. And come into a very mild Marichyasana. 3. Root the tailbone. Heighten the chest. Turn the waist. Come back to center. Bend the left leg. Turn to the left. Notice the breath. Become the breath. Notice the earth. Become the earth. Notice the sky. Be sky. Come back to center in Dandasana. We're going to show you a little secret sequence. It was created by one of Iyengar's senior teachers. It's called the core sequence. Dandasana, pose of the staff. Roll back a little bit. As you roll back, bend the knees to your chest and take Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Roll back again, and as you roll back, pick up the legs, extend the legs to Upavistha Konasana, wide angle seated pose. Roll back again, take your feet back to Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Roll back again and take Ardha Navasana, half boat pose. 5 breaths. Make the legs longer on the inhale. Make the navel more hollow on the exhale. Reach your arms on the exhale. Sharpen the arms and legs. Pick it up just a little bit, back to Baddha Konasana. Pick up the knees back to Dandasana. A little bit quicker, roll back, Baddha Konasana. Roll back, Upavistha Konasana. Roll back, Baddha Konasana. Roll back, Ardha Navasana. Roll onto the front of the sit bones, Ardha Navasana. Baddha Konasana. Dandasana, pose to the staff. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up in the air. Walk back towards the supporting leg. Reach the other leg up to the ceiling as you gaze at it, up to the sky, way beyond the sky, breathing way down into the center of the earth. And walk back to downward facing dog with one leg lifted. Right leg forward, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana lunge, pigeon lunge. Exhale, bring the left elbow down. Right arm behind your back. Reach for the front leg foot. Reach the back leg on your inhale. On your exhale, turn the navel. You're holding onto the front foot, not the back leg. The back leg is straight. There you go. Lean and turn. Lean and turn. Excellent. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg in the air. Walk back towards your right foot. Standing splits. Keep on lifting that back leg. Look at the foot. Walk back to one-legged downward facing dog. Left leg forward to pigeon pose. Right elbow down. Exhale, left arm around back. Exhale, extend and turn. Inhale, root the tailbone and root all 10 toenails into the earth on the inhale. On the exhale, lengthen the waist and turn. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tap the knees to the ground, cross your left shin over your right. Sit down, simple cross-legged, right shin in front. Cobbler's pose. Excellent. Dandasana, pose of the staff. Bend your right leg, drop it open to the side. Now, lift your hips and bring them almost as if you're going to sit on the left foot. On the right foot, excuse me. Lift your right arm up. Reach for the mound of the big toe with the straight leg, somewhere thereof. Reach the other arm around. Lift the elbows. Lift the elbows. As you lift the elbows, ground the legs. Exhale and begin to lengthen the waist as you come forward. Inhale and come back up. Back to Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Back to Upavista Konasana, legs out to the side. Back to Baddha Konasana. Back to half boat pose. Stretch, sharpen the arms. Sharpen the legs. Reach. Reach higher now. Don't shorten anything to reach. Baddha Konasana. Dandasana, pose of the staff. For you, bend your left leg. Drop it open to the side. See if you can sit on that left heel. Lift your left arm up. Reach around for the mount of the big toe of the right foot. Both hands around. Lift the elbows. Breathe into the upper chest. Breathe into the upper chest. Exhale, come forward, lengthening the waist. Soften the neck. Bend the elbows forward. Keep the elbows lifted so you can breathe into the armpit chest. Inhale, come back up. Baddha Konasana. Hold the big toes. Now, don't lift up on the big toes. Pull the big toes forward. Lead with your elbow forward. So come into the forward bend by opening the armpit chest. That's it. Lead the elbows. Come back up for a second, everybody. So some of you are still thinking down. The legs are already doing down, so let the upper body do up. So the elbows don't go down. The elbows go forward. Okay? It's important. Otherwise, it creates a binding instead of a release. Hold the big toes. Pull the big toes forward. Not down. Not up. Forward. As you do that, anchor the tailbone, hollow the navel, pull the chin and the chest forward. Then release the head. Exhale and engage the abdominal muscles. Inhale, come back up. Hold on to the inner knees. Spread the legs to Upavista Konasana. Side bend to the right. Forward bend between the legs. Side bend to the left. Forward bend between the legs. Come back up. Okay. When you go forward or to the side, make the legs longer. Don't let them shorten, so don't feel like, oh, they're shortening. Make them longer every time you go forward or to the side. Reach the legs longer. Try to push Bryant Park further out. Let's get more real estate. Push. Push your heels out. As you push your heels out, keep them getting longer as you side bend to the right. Both legs longer. Yeah, just do it to that. And then come to the center. Make both legs longer. Stay in the center for 3 cycles of breath. Make the legs longer, make them longer, make them longer, make them longer. Good, come back up. Side bend to the left. Don't let that left leg get short. Don't let it get short. Make the left leg longer. Make the right leg longer. Now make both sides of the waist longer. And now turn to look up. Inhale and come back up. Excellent. Have the hands on your belly. Do a little tidal wave with your belly. That's it. A little tidal wave. And as you do that tidal wave, make the legs even longer. And then begin to tidal wave forward. Crawl your fingertips onto the earth like little spiders. Now, make your legs longer. Make your toes face straight up to the sky. Don't let them come forward. Root the tailbone and pull the waist long. Pull the waist long. Inhale, nail the tailbone down to come up. Lean back. And as you lean back, take the right ankle over the left knee. That's it. Raise the right arm up. Turn to the left. Push against the foot. Now, the big advantage to this pose is to turn more inside the right hip joint. So feel more external rotation deep inside the right hip. From that rotation, turn the navel to the left. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Come back to center. Arms out to the side. You can stay that way. Take the right arm underneath the left arm. Try to bring the elbows to the navel. And then try to bring the navel up and over until the arms come in front of the shins. Exhale. Now, don't just go down. Try to lift the legs up. So use your abdominal muscles to lift the legs up. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the big toe of the top leg. Lean onto the left hand. Extend the leg out and up. Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Dandasana, pose of the staff. Feel the wave. Wave the whole spine. Feel that wave from the ground. The wave happens from the grounding of the legs. And then begin to come forward. Don't cease the wave. Keep asking, how can the wave continue to take me over the shore of my legs? Inhale, come up. Lean back, take the left ankle over the right knee. Raise your arms out. Reach your left arm up, take it to the arch of the foot, and then turn. Breathe. Spread the elbows. Root the tailbone. Breathe into the root of the tailbone. Lengthen the waist, exhale through the navel. Come back to center. Open up the arms. Take the left arm underneath the right. Bring the elbows towards the navel. And then from that coil, wave up and over the shins. Breathe. Inhale, come up, hold the big left toe. Lean onto the right hand, extend the leg out to the side. Come back to Baddha Konasana. Upavista Konasana, legs out to the side. Hollow the navel, spread the back body like a cobra, and begin to come forward. Take your time. Now hear all the ambient noise. Absorb it. Inhale, come back up. Cobbler's pose. Dandasana, pose of the staff. Bend your right knee into your chest. And then just cloak the body over the leg. See if you can really drop the head and the chest on the right thigh, down into the right heel, down into the center of the earth. Come back up to center. Hug underneath that leg. Hold on to the wrist. Now as you begin to roll onto the front of the sit bones, look up towards the sky. Begin to straighten that right leg. Now as you come back down with that leg, squeeze the arm. Squeeze the arm with the hamstring contraction. Place it back into a squat. Extend it 6 inches off the earth. Reach your arms up. Lengthen the waist. Place it down. Lean back, bend the other leg. Hug onto it. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, come back up. Put your arm underneath. Feel like you lift the back of the knee up to the sky. And then as you do that, roll onto the front of the sit bones. Open the front of the chest. Look up. As you slowly bend that leg, begin to squeeze the arm. As you squeeze the arm, contract the hamstring. And then Dandasana, pull through downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up in the air. Exhale, right foot forward between the hands. Turn counterclockwise. Turn the feet parallel, hold the big toes. Pull the big toes forward. As you pull the big toes forward, spread the elbows, root the heels, bring the crown of the head to the ground. See the world upside down. Relax. Generate strong, succulent legs. Long waist. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Turn back clockwise over the left leg, or over the right leg, excuse me. Plant the back heel. Exhale and spill over the right leg. I think I'm out of batteries. Okay, now, with your hands on your sacrum, lift your arms over your head, and exhale, bring your head down to the shin. Breathe. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Let your legs be the inhalation. Let your arms be the exhalation. Inhale, left leg into the air. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands. Turn clockwise. Take the hands in between the feet and bring the crown of the head towards the ground. Pasarita Padottanasana. Exhale. Inhale into the legs. Exhale into the roundness of the spine. Inhale, come back up, turn back counterclockwise. Plant the back foot at 45 degrees. Exhale, release over the front leg. Interlace the opposite index fingers on top. Take the arms away from the sacrum. Spill the body, use your abdominal muscles to pull into the strength of the back leg. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Touch your knees to the ground. Cross your shin bones, line your back with the leg bent in constructive rest. Hands on the belly below the navel. You want to have some recognition that you're not just practicing yoga today, but you're practicing yoga in Bryant Park with 1,000 people, under the sky, on the earth, as communing. And then take simple cross-legged on your back, right shin in front. And walk your hands behind your head like you're going to make a pillow behind your head. So simple cross-legged. Your shins are crossed, the knees are falling to the ground. That's it. And your arms are crossed behind your head like a pillow. This is an old mudra, actually. A mudra is a seal, a way to seal energy. And for the most part, this is called an inhalation mudra. So it seals the inhalation into the body. Put the other shin in front, the other arm on top. An eye open meditation. Keep gazing up into the sky. Receive both the energy of the globe of the earth and the vibration of the atmosphere. Receive. So you don't have to take a breath. Just receive the breath completely. You don't have to give away the breath. Just let the body empty. Breathing is not a mental exercise. Extend the legs to Shavasana. Arms out to the side, palms facing the sky. The feet should only be about 6 inches apart, otherwise too much energy leaves the body. There's got to be some containment and also some release. Now begin to close the eyelids. And go inside the very center of the heart chakra. Feel as though you leave a breath print on the ground. Very quietly, bend your legs, roll to your right side, utilize your arms to sit up. And just sit with ease. Whatever position feels the easiest. Bring your arms up like this. So Colleen started the meditation with the palms facing down to touch the earth. Now you're going to turn your palms upwards like this to receive the sky, the sun, the heavens. Bring your hands as if you were to gather the earth and the heavens into the center of the lotus blossom of the heart chakra. Close your eyes. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be free of suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Together, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. One more time. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you for joining us today. It's always sort of mind and heart blowing to be together like this. It always surprises us. We've been doing it for decades now, these type of things, and it's always shocking to feel what we can feel together in a moment of practicing asana, meditation, and breath work together. So again, thank you for joining us, and Colleen will send us off with more completion of the dedication. Again, thanks to Martin and Chong Won and Maureen for assisting us. And thank you, Brian Park, for making this happen.
I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you for making our evening so powerful. Namaste.
Namaste. There's someone coming right after, so please stay around.